Through the lips and past the gums and into the stomach in seconds. It's a drink of water, plus a little hydrofluorosilicic acid, a chemical so corrosive and toxic it carries a warning label. Since 2002, the city has been injecting it into the water supply in an effort to stem tooth decay.
The one clear, proven way of keeping people's teeth healthier, reducing decay, is community water fluoridation.
The American Dental Association says studies dating back to the 1940s show a correlation between high concentrations of fluoride and a lack of cavities.
We know that it continues to work anywhere from a 20 to a 40% reduction in tooth decay.
The ADA stance on fluoridated water hasn't changed. But what has changed in the last 9 years is the growth of research which says ingesting fluoride may be harming rather than helping.
It accumulates in your bones and other places as well. Looks good, gums look good.
Dr. Griffin Cole won't use fluoride in his Austin dental office.
No fluoride. I mean, I don't have any kind of fluoridated toothpaste here in the office. We don't do any fluoride treatments, never have. I don't recommend it. I openly tell my patients that.
Cole says despite the lack of fluoride, there's been no increase in cavities in his patients.
Drinking water with fluoride in it does not have any beneficial effect to the teeth whatsoever.
And San Antonio's Metro Health Department studies appear to back that up. After 9 years and $3 million of adding fluoride, research shows tooth decay hasn't dropped among the poorest of Bexar County's children. It has only increased, up 13% last year. 1 out of 2 children in the Head Start program who were checked for cavities had some. Also on the increase is fluorosis, or staining of the teeth. Drink a lot of fluoridated water and you run the risk of these permanent splotches. In fact, fluorosis is up 41% across the nation. It's so prevalent, the Centers for Disease Control warns parents about mixing baby formula with fluoridated water, a warning that is at odds with the ADA.
Our diet is such that we need everything that we can do to prevent tooth decay. The bad news is you might have a little white spots on your teeth, but the good news is you're not going to have any cavities.
But recent studies from the Centers for Disease Control say there's no clear evidence that adding fluoride to water does anything. And even one of the ADA's own researchers has concluded that fluoride, at best, works when it is applied topically to teeth. In 2006, the National Academy of Science reported that even at low levels, ingesting fluoride increases bone fractures and contributes to diabetes, brittle bones, and thyroid dysfunction. Dr. Laura Pressley says she learned that the hard way.
About 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism.
With the diagnosis, she began taking a regimen of drugs to control it. Thyroid disease is not something that runs in her family, so Pressley investigated.
And I do have fluorosis in my teeth and the white discoloration, and so I know I grew up with fluoride in my tap water as a child.
As a chemist, Pressley says her research pointed to fluoride, so she took it out, all of it, through water filters and a change in diet. And she says when fluoride disappeared, so did her symptoms.
I was on migraine medication, I was on allergy medication, I was on thyroid medication. I take no medications at all today, and that is shocking because I was on so much 3 years ago.
This compound that the city's adding is actually many times more toxic than lead. It's nearly as toxic as arsenic.
In Austin, fluoride opponents have taken their fight to City Hall. They want a warning label, at least on the water bill, that mirrors the warning that comes from the company. It's a first step, they say, in joining the 250 communities that have stopped fluoridation completely.
Let's get the warning on the label, on our city bill, and let's just get it out of the water. It's time.
For the I-Team, Joe Conger, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.